beautiful orange tree at the moment. She's probably honestly due for another round of neem oil, but so far I have managed to successfully get rid of all the infection that was on her when I bought her from Bunnings. So it's when she's a Valencia, so I'm keen for as she gets older, nice and sweet producing. Unfortunately that plant has died. It was a succulent. Hoping to bring it back. There's a few green left, so I'm going to try and replant those in the pot. Basil unfortunately has been under attack recently. So far I've killed most of, but apparently not all of. I don't know if you can see on that leaf there or not, but there are green caterpillars that just keep eating the hecarinis out of my beautiful basil plants. And that's happened. They've just decimated this herb pot over here. So the parsley is somewhat survived but not fully. The rosemary has so far survived but not thrived. And then yeah, there's literally even in there you can see another green caterpillar. So I'm just gonna kill those quickly and I'll be back. Also have my, what's it called, spider plants. But as you can see, these caterpillars have also gotten into those as well. So that's not ideal. So I've got to kill that one as well. And hopefully revive these guys because they were doing amazing and now they've just been eaten by caterpillars. Okay, so in terms of the backyard, we have 2 new additions. 1 and 2 of pots ready to plant out with the new seeds we got the other week. In the far pot here, this is my original pot with my base watering system with aquaponic pebbles in the base, a pipe that runs down and through with amongst the clay pebbles to allow bottom watering, which the strawberries love, but as you can see I really need to just get in there and trim back all this dead growth so that the plant can focus on putting the nutrients directly through to the strawberries, because at the moment there's literally doing tiny strawberries, like they're not even edible basically. And we've got leftover basil that didn't die and some chocolate mint, which is an amazing smell on it. Hey Bubba. Yeah. What else? Our pineapples. But our pineapples that have been thriving. They're the only plant really, other than that strawberry bush, that did really well at just neglect over the heat of summer. I just sort of put them in the corner in a shady spot and they made their way through. At the moment you can see we had some rain overnight, so I've got to empty those pots out later today basis, but they've been loving the bottom watering. And so far, yeah, they're thriving again, which is great to see. Hopefully we might get this year some fruit off them. I guess we'll just wait and see. And then we've got my beautiful hanging baskets, the first addition to this grass patch, I guess, that I'm doing up at the moment in the rental we're in. I had to move at the corner here. There was a, what's it called, a yucca, but it was just full of black spot, and what's it called, there's another pest it was full of, I can't remember the name of it right now, but yeah, we've moved that to out the front so that it moves the pests away from our garden. But we've got these little watering terracotta things, plastics, birds that go down to the root system a bit more to help, since they're in the hanging baskets, hold a bit more moisture during the heat of the day, so that they're constantly got that moisture to rely on. Oh, you can see we've got a spider friend here. Interesting. He seems to be building a web, which is not ideal on my plants. I don't know what I'm going to do about that because I don't like spiders. I know they're beneficial for the garden, but not if I'm trying to grow flowers, sir. Yeah, they've got beautiful little blue eyes. And then these guys over here, which the spider's making home on, should grow white flowers, so they're like a blue and white mix. And then I've alternated down the bottom here, the opposite sides of the planter essentially, so that it will hopefully bloom flowers inside. You can see this one down here is really actually loving her spot. She's just thriving and growing. Long dangly bits everywhere. And we've got my other pot of basil. It's been attacked a little bit by the caterpillars, but not as badly. So I need to go through and de-caterpillar it. and probably put some, what's it called, eggshells around it to prevent slugs, etc. And then we've got over here our beautiful pots of herbs, our terracotta pots. Good girl, Lena. Whoop. Good girl. Hello. You joining in the conversation? Yeah. But yeah, the mint is actually thriving for once. So it's been loving this rainy weather and bottom watering. On top of that, the parsley is doing okay, but definitely needs a cut back to help thrive. And the chocolate's coming back pretty nicely. So that has been encouraging to see. And finally, we have one of our final. We've got a spider friend of this one as well. We'll bring a garden spider. We've got another one of the blue eyes just for some colour trickling in so that can be seen through the window in the living room. Another basil, I literally just ripped this. It was a broken stem, and so I just shoved it in the ground when I was planting the other basil plants out in there. It's actually almost doing better than the other one. So it had some slug attack, if you can see there on the leaves, and has had some grasshopper or caterpillar. I'm not sure which. Possibly caterpillar? I don't know, I'll have to have a hunt through after and see what's been eating her. But since I put the eggshells down, as you can see, the attack on the leaves has been so much less. So I've got to get some more eggshells today and crush up when I make my breakfast and finish doing the trail for the spinach, because the spinach was growing so good and then it just got decimated by slugs / caterpillars. When I planted these guys out as well, originally I planted 2 seeds in there, and then I just did 2 rows, as you can kind of see, of spinach. Unfortunately, the rest of this spinach never germinated, but this first line did, mostly. Good girl, Lena. And then, yeah, so as the 2 seeds of each of the cucumber seedlings came up, I just thinned them out and I rehomed them. So over here in my garden. So this pot originally was against the fence, but it's still not loving it. I still don't think it's getting quite enough sun. So I'm gonna have to move it again to a slightly sunnier position and see how it goes. Yeah, as you saw, the garden's doing mostly pretty well. I switched to using a more premium, even though it's more expensive, mix. I have actually noticed a difference in the potting mix, like not the mid-range premium, like the actual premium, like $20 a bag stuff. But I did get the big bag, so that's probably why it was $20 a bag. Hence, those 2 tubs are currently sitting out there a bit empty. We've just got to wait for some more funds in the next couple of weeks from Containers for Change / business to put the actual soil in there. But I'm really keen to once I do, because I do want to get these in the ground ASAP. They arrived a couple of days ago. We've got the Strawn White Flower. We've got the Cosmos. We've also got some beautiful sweet peas in its Spencer ice cream, which is like a white, as well as a sweet pea turquoise lagoon. It just has a note on there that came with it saying, don't eat them. That's okay. That's not what I plan to do with them. So I'm really excited to see how that comes together in the garden in the next month or so. So check back, talk soon, and hopefully we beat these pests. And thanks for coming along to the Little Garden Club for our monthly check-in of the garden. Have a good day. Happy gardening.